Hello and welcome back to Creative Design and Supply. Today we are going to make our own pillowcase design with using one from my library. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you, and it's one, and I'm going to piece it out. So I've selected this unicorn, and I may use this one also. Let me go ahead and add that one. And I'm going to go back because I like the eyelashes on this one, but this one has some cute flowers too. So I'm probably going to pull apart. I'm going to use this one and use the eyelashes. So let's go ahead, and since this is a vinyl cut file, I need to change the red cut lines, because if you print from Silhouette or any of those and you see your red lines, that is how it's going to print. So I want to select this one. I'm going to come, let me do, so you can see where I'm going. There we go. So I have that one selected because I have red around it and I don't want it to print red. I'm going to come up here to the line, and I am just going to take it out. All right. And then, let's see, or you can make it white. If you make it white, you're going to have little lines in between stuff. So I'm going to go back up here and I'm just going to take it out. That way you see you don't have any white gaps like we did in the baby blanket. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one right here. Okay. And then I am going to switch a few things with it. I'm actually going to duplicate both of these so that way I have one that I can pull apart from. If you start tearing a project apart, it's really good to go ahead and duplicate it before you do that. So I basically, Control Z. All right, so I want to delete those, and I am going to ungroup this one. All right. And I am going to move those over here. Okay. And now I can take this and delete that. Now I want to duplicate these a few times because I'm going to put all of these kind of together to give a little floral arrangement in the corners. All right, so now let me move that up, and we are going to go ahead and group this whole project. Okay, and I'm going to click this, and I'm going to come over. I'm going to come over to here, and I'm going to align in the middle. So that way I know, because my pillowcase is like a 19 by 30. Don't quote me on that. Well, I can tell you right over here, 30 by 19, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some of these flowers. And because this had a little bit of a green to it, I really liked. Okay, so I'm going to back up. Delete those. Delete that. Now I have them all together. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and group those. And then that way I can add, if I want to add some more, or if I want to make them larger. Oops. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one more time because I'm going to pick some of these out. But you see that whenever I click on these, there's still some red lines up here. So there we go. All right. And now I'm going to ungroup. All right, and I may scoop those and then I'm going to click set to back. Okay, don't care for that one. So I may just go ahead and ungroup these. Let's go ahead and duplicate. I like to duplicate that way. If I make a mistake, I can always go back. Let me see. I'm going to bring to the front. Oops, let me move that one over here or here. All right. All right. I'm trying to make it a little bit of an L or a shape. Let's see. There we go. Let me ungroup this and I'm going to move this one. I'm going to bring you to the front. I can make you just a little bit smaller so we don't overcrowd everything. Make this one. Send that one to the back. So you can play around with them and move them however you need or want them. And I think I'm going to duplicate that one and move that one. Send it to the back. So you can you can make your own files. There we go. There we go. And I can turn around and I can use some embellishments. So let's go ahead and take this one and we are going to okay, and if I want to, I can bring this one to the front and see how it looks. Nope, I don't like that. Control Z. All right. And then I can turn around and let's see, we're gonna. So I'm gonna play with these a little bit and then we will go ahead and cut, or I'm sorry, not cut. We are going to print. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I may make these just the size that I need those. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do 8.4. All right. So that gives you a little bit more. 8.4. All right. And then duplicate. I can come down and swing that one down in the edges. Because what little girl doesn't like all kinds of flowers? And now I'm going to go ahead and type a name. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't want white. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go down here and I guess I'm going to do Ava. All right. And I'm going to select the font. I like Lemon Dreams. But do you notice how this color does not match any of this? So I'm going to come over. I'm going to do my dropper. Oop. Okay. And I am going to, there we go. Now to make it a compound path, so that way I can get the complete size of it. All right, so now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to center. Whoops, center down here. All right, so now that I have it centered up there, I can do my arrow and come completely down, or I can line up with my crosshairs. See how I have my crosshairs? That's not completely, because there's your flowers over just a little bit. And another way that you can do it is you can right click and you see how you have your green? You can touch that or go to that and you see the middle. So you can, line up right there. So if I do that, I'm going to come over just a little bit. Okay. That way my V and everything lines up down here. Unicorns are kind of crooked anyways. So now I'm going to take these apart and I'm going to piece them onto an 8.5 by 11. So that way I can go ahead and print those. And then we will come over and we will press. All right. And I will be back. Oh, okay. So before that, I need to select all of these and I am going to rotate those. So that way, since I'm printing from Silhouette, I'm going to need to do that. All right. So now I will take all of these. I'm going to make a little box. Okay, let me make that white. Okay. All right. And now I am going to make it 8.5 by 11. So that is my print. unlock. Okay. So now I can grab everything that I need and I can print. So now this one right here, if I cannot get, which I'm not going to be able to get all the ears on there, there's ways that you can do this to where you can piece all of it together. I'm really close on that. So let's see how I can, because then I can do the eyelashes separate. All right. So let me go ahead and ungroup that part. All right. Set that to the back. Okay. And I am going to put all of this on my page so that way we can print it out. And an easy way to do this is, now that I have everything mapped out, I can turn around 8.5 by 11. I delete that one. Okay. So now I'm going to move everything over. Don't want to get that mixed up. All right. So I'm going to put this on here. Oh, I need to change the red around here. Oh, I don't want white. Want none. There we go. Or I can do a offset with one of these colors. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to apply. Okay. And for my color, oh, there we go. Go ahead and group those. Oh, before I do, I want to change that to none. All right, so now let me group those. And that gives you a little bit more color. I can actually add another offset. Let's go ahead and entertain the idea and see. All right. And then let's see, what color can we do with it? Maybe do the light. Let's see. Oh, that's not the light one. Okay, so see, I touched this. I'm going to undo that one, but now I have the color. So I can come right over here. Oops. There it goes. So I need to click that. Oops. Ooh, I don't like that. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and take this out and delete it. So now that I have all those how I want it, all right, so I may be able to squeeze, I think I may be able to squeeze my eyelashes in here. Beautiful, beautiful eyelashes. All right, so now I can do a control Let's see, I can do Control P and see how my print is going to come out, which let me cancel that because over here I need landscape. So I need to go over to the print setup and I need to do portrait because it was in landscape. Okay, now Control P. Okay, so now, oh, and on my black ones right here, I need to just go ahead and make it black. All right. And now I'm going to print page setup. Okay. All right. Control P. All right. Almost everything is on there. I'm going to go ahead and make it just a little bit smaller. And group. Group that back. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the 8.2 and see how that brings everything. Control P. All right, I need to move over move them in just a little bit more. Okay. Control P one more time, and that's the good thing about the print setup. Okay, I need to move them in just a tiny hair. Okay. Look good. So this one right here has a little bit of the tip on it. So I am going to ungroup and I'm going to move that one up just a hair. All right. There we go. Everyone looks nice. So I'm going to go ahead and print. And make sure whenever you're printing that your quality priority is on. Okay. Apply, and then you are going to print. All right, and then I'm going to move the rest over. And we are going to print all those pages. So now that I'm going to do that, I'm going to pull this one off. And because I already have this one sized, I'm going to group it. Oh, bring to the front. There we go. And see that little box? He wasn't grouped. So I need to go over, select him, and then group. All right. So now I have another one for the other side. All right. For some reason, I couldn't get my portrait setting on that one. So if you have issues like that and it would not go in portrait mode or portrait setting to print, I just like to start over, grab another one, and you can copy and paste everything that you need. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and print the rest of these, and I will meet you over to press in the next video.